We know how to pull it down to the wire. Oh. There we go. And the chat's working now.
Of course it is.
Yeah, well. Doing the twist.
Hi.
Just go ahead, do the twist.
I did. Yep.
It's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot. I ditched the jacket.
Yeah.
I ditched the jacket. Actually, I didn't ditch the jacket. I had to wear the jacket today for other reasons. And I am sick of that jacket right now, so...
Focus.
So you're dealing with this. This is what you're dealing with.
We disappear into the background.
Unless Daphne shows up, there may not be a drink counter today. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, I'd understand that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hot day, and everyone has to work.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I get you...
Can you what?
like tissues for your
for
forehead?
for my head, because I just ran from outside. I can get it. You talk to.
Box right here.
Yeah, but tissues will just smear in my hair.
Okay. Hi folks. It's hot here, but it's supposed to thunderstorm soon, so you know.
Yeah. I literally ran in here from the outside.
Yeah.
No buses.
Ugh. R.I.P.
So I just had to run from home.
Yup.
So, you get me being all
hot
moist.
and bothered. Perfect for playing Kyoko, I think.
What was Kate hinting at?
Oh.
Go ahead and hint.
Hit.
Kate's sitting on the wrong side of the table.
Out of existence, but there may be a hair difference.
The buses melt too. What is going?
Honestly, probably.
It is literally the hottest that Montreal has ever been.
Yep, we broke some records the other day. I don't know about specifically today.
Yep.
But yeah.
Well, July 2nd we definitely did, and it hasn't really broken much since. So, we are operating in an emergency capacity here in Montreal.
Yeah, they're like handing out little things on people's doorknobs that are like, what to do in the case of heat. Like, stay indoors if you can.
Well,
get some AC.
I think the death count's up to 36.
33 or something more. Yeah, it's like no good. No bueno.
Yeah. So, you know, we're doing it because we love you.
Yeah.
But also because we love doing it.
Yeah.
It's not just you.
Hashtag phrasing.
Yeah, we're gonna get that thunderstorm tonight.
Yeah.
We're hoping.
Kind of want it to wait till after the stream, just in case, you know, power outage. But, yeah.
Yeah, but hey, look, we got 2 down. We have 1 to go. This is day 37. This is a full day, just like the day 36 and day 30. Or no, this is day 38.
Oh yeah.
This is day 38, which means that the screen is wrong, and Cam Daff isn't in here to tell me that I've got that wrong because he's always the first one to notice or tell me. So there
Attention
we go.
to details, pretty
Yep,
badass.
he sure does have it. Hey, Heatwave resub from Kung Fu Fenris. That's a 6 month.
Thank you for the 6 months.
Throwing it down. Look, folks, we've had 2 one-on-one sessions. This is the 3rd. I have to ask you, Kate.
Yeah.
Have you watched the other ones?
No, I've been told not to.
Do you do what you're told normally?
Yes. I'm a good player. I've heard tell that there are gifts if we're good, so I want my gift.
That is true. On Sunday, I'm going to announce I am giving each player a gift, something that I believe should be on their character sheets that they just haven't set their eyes on in terms of spending experience. All right, a drink counter trigger has been chosen. If Daffo doesn't show up, then Bun Bun is going to help me track. That is because Bun Bun is the coolest. But that's okay. You know what? Bun Bun is the coolest. And when you're the coolest, and when you're no professional. Yeah, huh? I see. I see.
I don't know what I'm doing with this.
There.
I'm going to try to catch up over the weekend. We'll see. Hashtag catch up Kate.
I think Scott's still trying to get all of the
typed up recaps written. Yeah.
typed up recaps for that. So,
Yeah.
you know. You can't touch the drink counter if you're not modded. So the Crosshairs now got a temporary jade sword thrown at him.
Whoa!
Temporary at the moment, of course, but yeah, that's so that you can actually affect the drink counter itself, and also so that you can destroy anyone else who's in here and who's doing
Causing
bad
trouble.
things. So we're going to say
Feel
hello,
now.
but also
Causing
goodbye
trouble.
to she who knows 10,000 things, and also a hello and a salute for the first time for the Crosshair.
I don't know how to do a silly salute. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go.
Did you just whoa?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Alright,
did.
Well, we just woed. With Scott melting into the keyboard. We're all melting. It's just how we do. But we're going to stay hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to stay ready to go. We're going to stay hype. But most of all, we're actually going to figure out exactly where Patches is coming from. And the way that we do
Yeah.
that is through one of our fabled recaps.
Yes.
So let's have a listen and see what we're at.
Last time on Changeling. Patches talks to Zista about the Sparks takeover. He's staying away to keep his secrets safe. Kyoko brings news that the Duke is missing and Jonas is dead, bled dry. She conscripts Patches and they drive north to investigate. Will this trip go from a pain in the neck to a grave mistake? Find out now.
I like that.
Nice. Grave
Gotta have the
mistake.
hype ads.
Gotta have the puns.
Well, or are you just going to go on a road trip with Kyoko and eventually just decide, who cares?
Field trip. Road trip. Hashtag fun time.
Field trip, road trip. All right. So, Bloom of Fate. You're drunk.
Now you decided to activate your timer.
Yeah, that's odd. Was that just not...
Or, do you have to uncheck active for it not to work? Maybe click it again? Leave it clicked active because it didn't operate at all when
I'm just going to
delete it. That
take
works.
it away.
There you go.
There. We've been running around a little bit.
Yeah.
Running around a little bit. But this is it. This is day 38.
Nice.
Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? I guess not. I've talked a bunch already about my competitive nature. And yesterday I spoke about my competitive nature in an era where I've been embracing more and more the idea of a cooperative game. But today I really just need to say that when it comes down to the competitive nature that I have, it hasn't really been in team sports. Not that I don't enjoy them, but when I play, for instance, if I play hockey, I'm not on the front line, I'm not on the defense, I'm a goaltender. The last defense, and the one who faces differently than everyone else. The rules apply differently. The function of that player is fundamentally different from every other person on the field except for the opposing goaltender. If I'm playing in a game that involves a team, often I will find ways to not only contribute to the team, but also ways that I can contribute on an individual level. And so far, I've had two players have to do that. Two players who have had to learn how, when they should be contributing to a team, have to work on them an individual level. Of course, Patches isn't alone. She has one person to help her. Kate looks like she's sewing her fingers together. Well, she is.
Yep.
That's basically exactly what she's doing. But I'm actually of the sessions that are happening, this is the one that I think I was most looking forward to. And I loved the other two. So I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen here. But of course, we'll see. As you recall, Patches is the one who's driving.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kyoko insists that she can't afford the hit to the resale value to her car while somebody is chain smoking all the way up to Quebec City.
Right.
Kateism. That's what you're looking for. Kyoko has sat in the car and she's got the seat pushed up far and her knees are up on the dash, which is an incredibly unsafe way to ride in a car.
Mm-hmm.
But she is clattering away at a small laptop as you're just continuing forward.
So, do you have any more details or any more details coming in?
I'm trying to find out exactly what I can.
Thank you.
All that I know about Jonas is that he's already been taken and they've already remarked the fact that he doesn't seem to have any blood left and that there was no blood remaining on the scene except for a few trace drops.
They being the proper authorities?
Yes.
Yes, there's that.
Still no word. In fact, I don't even think the authorities knew that he was traveling with somebody else.
Right. Well, you let me know when we're getting close to the site of the crash, and I'll try to pull over on the shoulder. Look around.
Is this personal for you?
I suppose it has to be, isn't it? I know them. So, I'm worried about them. I mean, worried about Jonas. There's no more worrying for him, is there? He wasn't a Selkie. I don't know whether there's any way we can assure the safe passage of his spirit, his chimerical being.
If you're unattractive, like you or me, or Jonas, then you can rest assured that upon the moment that you die, your fairy soul will be reborn. It will come back.
If you're pretty, like Sophia.
No one knows. No one has ever known. The Soul like to think that they're, in fact, the reborn souls of the She.
Yeah. Sophia's creepy enough as it is at times. I don't want to think about her as a Slua.
You think of her as creepy?
When she's got evil plans formulating in her mind, yes. I mean, evil is a relative term. And she's plotting. I mean, like sneaking into people's dreams, also kind of creepy.
Abruptly, Kyoko's hands just come up from the keyboard.
What's up?
I've lost cell signal.
That'll happen driving between Montreal and Quebec City. I mean, there are bare patches. Less and less these days.
Along this stretch of highway, I was at full bars and all of a sudden I have nothing.
Okay. Suspicious causes, perhaps? Are we...
Or we're just extremely unlucky.
Perhaps.
It's been said that God doesn't play dice with the universe. I'm not sure I agree.
Well, while your cell signal's out, keep an extra eye out. If you spot anyone or anything that's of note.
Do you hate me?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Because you've done nothing to make me hate you. Hate is like a really strong emotion. It takes a shit ton of energy to hate someone.
I sort of feel responsible
For?
dragging you into everything.
You did not get me involved. But thanks for caring.
There seems to be an overabundance of caring these days.
I suppose it's more interesting than not caring. Apathy is a bit, bland.
Nobody cares the way that I've seen some people care recently. Not at the Spark. The Spark's typically a place that people go in order to not be as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Lately, it seems to be the exact opposite.
Yeah, well... Trouble found us. Trouble that was waiting for who knows how long. Biding its time. Apparently a decade. But trouble has troubled us. So it's time to go chase down some trouble.
Should I be worried about Sister?
It's been long enough. I think if he was going to do anything dramatic, he'd have done it.
I meant, should I be worried about Sister?
I don't think so. Has he given you reason to worry?
Honestly, if it wasn't for you and Sophia, I'm not certain he would have survived.
Well, we aren't really going anywhere. I mean, we're currently going to Quebec City, but we aren't leaving him. He knows that we're gonna fight for him and his right to have the freehold. Or at least access the workshop, which is probably the most important part of the freehold to him.
The most important part of the freehold to Zister is in the workshop. It's the exhaust.
Okay.
Zister doesn't want to be around people.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to be... What are we doing?
Sorry, I've dropped the needle, and I don't want us to step on it.
You can find the needle. Don't worry. We can stop for a second and you can find the needle. It may have rolled under this.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Trying to multitask.
Oh, the drink counter should be at 0. I did not reset the drink counter from last time. I am... Boom. There. Drink counter should be at 0 now. Or Daff can do it, because he's faster than I am. Nothing's exploded yet. Yep. Here, sit at the mic, you talk for a second.
Sorry for the interruption, folks.
Fuck that.
Hi, Cap. Whatcha? Whatcha?
Got it.
Thank you.
There we are.
Right.
Okay. We good?
Yes.
Sister wanted the exhaust to be a place where people could go so that he wouldn't have to take care of them.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Except that he wanted a place that people could go.
And,
In the end, I don't think he was very successful.
well, that's what the next generation is for, isn't it? Sophia, myself, and Braum.
He'd kill you if he heard you say that.
That's okay. He can try.
Anyway, I just wanted to make sure that you were okay with what we're doing.
Yep. Thank you for the concern. Thank you for checking in with me.
It's not like I haven't been there.
Braum will be fine. It's just, it'll be a fun story for years to come. That time that he got lost on a Wayfair trip because, he had to give a memory, and he doesn't have it. Typical Braum, am I right?
I don't know if this is really out of line. It probably is.
No, if it is, I'll just have to kill you for it.
I don't think of him that way when we're working. That does make me a horrible person.
No, I don't quite understand where the conflict of interest is. Separation of church and state, or in this case, workplace and other involvements.
There's a lot of romantics among us. You've met Sir Zeron, and you shouldn't really take that as the typical nature of those who believe. But I'm also somebody who's very acutely aware of the importance of the mission.
Exactly. The mission is most important. And while this is important and this is personal to me, I'm not going to let that interfere with the mission. The Duke is valuable to us because we have a connection to him and he may have information for us. And having him thankful for us rescuing him, perhaps, could be useful. There's more, but if there was no advantage, I wouldn't have gone.
I understand. It's coming up ahead right here. You start seeing in like road flares
Yeah.
being set up along the road, and then off to the side you see that there's a police cruiser and a tow truck.
All right. I'm going to pull over.
Okay.
And get a sense of the lay of the land. Is there still a car? Like, is there still a car that would have been?
So as you're approaching, you can see that there's in Quebec highways surrounding on either side. There's a shoulder and then there's a ditch.
Yeah.
Just that's where they are. This is in the center.
So the median between the two
Yes,
sides.
the median between
of
the two
road?
sides.
Yeah.
The car has gone into the ditch itself. Now, the ditches are usually deep enough that you can't easily get out of them on your own.
Yeah.
You need a tow truck's assistance.
Yeah.
Or you need some serious power to get out. And you see that the car is crumpled, but not in such a way that you believe that the impact would have been fatal or even all that much damaging. The car looks like it probably could drive as long as its wheels were touching the ground. But one of the car doors is lying on the side of the road. It's not flown off from the impact. The car door looks like it's perfectly intact. It's just off.
Which door? Can I tell
The
which
driver's
door?
side door.
Okay.
The passenger side door you can't see, although it looks like it's closed. And at the moment, there's two uniformed Sûreté de Québec officers, and there's one greasy-looking mechanic,
Mhm.
and then 2 plainclothes, but they have the bearing and demeanor of inspectors.
Mhm.
This is on the left side of the road, Captain Daff.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of hoping they'd be gone by now.
Are you pulling over to the right
Yeah,
or to the left?
I'm pulling over into the shoulder.
Okay. So you're not pulling into the ditch, like, ah!
Ah! No. So you could have gone either side of the road. What's on either side?
This is just a wooded area.
Yep. Okay.
It's kind of hilly. You're
Yeah.
straight up in the Canadian Shield.
Mm-hmm.
Canadian Shield is a geologic formation.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of igneous rock.
I'm just gonna... get out and pop my hood.
So you get out and you pop your hood, and one of the cops waits until it's safe, and then he crosses over and greets you in a very guttural French. What's wrong?
I don't know. My car started sort of slowing down and speeding up. I feel like something's wrong with it. Doesn't feel like it's safe to drive. If I can't figure out what's going on, I guess I'll have to... Though he's busy.
This isn't the right place to stop.
You're telling me to drive a car that seems unsafe to drive?
All right, we'll see if we can tow your car down at least 20 meters down the road so that we can allow traffic to
I mean,
pass.
I can push it. I'm just not gonna drive it. I'm gonna get in my car and throw it into neutral and start pushing it.
Kyoko...
Tell Kyoko to, like, steer so that we don't go into a ditch.
All right, Kyoko slides over into the driver's seat, and she starts to steer, and the cop kind of looks at you. Can you roll me your manipulation subterfuge, please? Just difficulty 6.
Subterfuge. It's like, which column is that in?
That's the left column.
Yeah. Get these dice out of there. One success.
Yeah, the cop's just, like, giving you the side eye. And then at one point he says, "Are you press?"
No.
Where are you headed?
Quebec City.
Why?
Because I'm visiting some friends.
Fine. And he crosses back over the street. Are you armed? Just careful with dropping your hands
Sorry.
on the table.
I would not have it anywhere visible. That's for damn sure.
Well, no, I don't think you're
I have my
you're not like, "Hey,
chimerical
cop,
rifle. Yeah, I don't have my chimerical rifle on me. Like I do have my chimerical rifle because it's just a mystery box.
Yeah.
As for my 9mm, it's either in the glove box or the trunk.
Okay.
Probably the glove box.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna poke around in the car and in the hood, sort of taking a look at the area around, occasionally taking a moment to be like, and like sort of observing the area, trying to figure out what the activity is and where, if there's any obvious target to head to if I was like running out of a car and trying to find shelter.
All right, I want you to roll me your perception investigation. Because you're trying to do this not in an ideal fashion, your difficulty is going to be 8.
will spend a point of willpower.
Okay.
One, two, three successes.
Okay. So, as you're tinkering with your car, one thing that you do notice is that there's some deep gouges, 2 of them, on the side of the road where you are. And then another about 10 meters away, as if somebody has been making very large jumps. Very powerful jumps. Definitely not the sort of thing that a human could be capable of normally. It's headed into the woods themselves.
On my side? Looking out at the woods, trying to see...
Incidentally, it's around, like, noon.
Trying to get a sense of if there's something on the other side of it, in adding distance.
Woods.
How long till the next exit?
About 7 kilometers.
And how long from the last exit?
About 4.
Okay.
It can't be nighttime. It is noon.
I'm
That's
gonna
important.
pull out my phone and drop a GPS point where I am, and call CAA.
You pull out your phone and you have no signal.
Of course. Then I'm going to wait until the road is clear and make my way over to the police.
All right,
Just
so
sort of
as
slowly being like,
give me 1 die roll,
sorry.
please.
Yep, just random die roll.
Road flares are used
7.
in Quebec regardless of time of day.
Yeah, 7.
7? All right, so as you start, like, making up the decision, like, I guess I'm going to talk to the cop, everybody starts getting into their cars, except that the police turn and they head over to where you are while the tow truck just pulls away.
I take note of any name or marking that's on the tow truck, company name.
Sure.
Okay.
Do you need help?
No phone signal. I need to call CAA.
The cell towers are down. We can radio
What
in
a-
for you.
Day. That would be very much appreciated. Thank you.
We'll wait here.
If you can, I mean, I'm okay here on my own. I mean, you've probably got important business, but it's appreciated.
Abruptly, you feel that one of the road flares that's still, like, sputtering on the road, it sputters a bit more, and then just these tiny little lights swirl around it for a second. And for a brief moment, you feel like you really need to go. Like, staying here is a bad idea, that it's just not worth remaining. And the cops look at you, and one of them just mouths some words to the other, and they say, okay, look, we have to go and accompany this. We'll radio for the tow truck, and it should be here. If not, we'll come back and make sure that you're okay.
That's appreciated. I mean, fortunately, it's not too hot today. I can stay in my car. I can wave someone down if I really need to, but thank you.
It's
Yeah.
a relatively...
Yeah, it's a busy thoroughfare, so, like, if I was actually going to stay there and, like, needed someone's help, like, I could just flag down the next person.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the cops drive away, and then that feeling of your love, like, it goes away. It dissipates.
Sorry, so the cops left and then the feeling left as well?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, they were being frustratingly helpful.
Thank you, Kyoko. Shall we take a little look around?
The car's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And they picked up the door and just pushed it into the car.
Yeah, or like plonked it down between the car and the
Yeah.
tow truck, yeah.
I'm not sure what happened here.
Something big, something strong. I mean, vampires have super strength or something, don't they? I watched enough Buffy to think that's true.
I never saw Buffy.
Yeah.
I never could get into the idea of an empowered high school student.
Yeah,
It just didn't ring true.
Yeah, those never exist. So, something big and bad came and ripped a door off cleanly. And went off into the woods. So, how's about we, I like this car. Oh well. Do you want to join me in the woods, or do you want to wait and say that I walked off down the road looking for help?
They're not going to be back for at least an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not willing to leave you alone.
Right. Put my flashers on. Take my sidearm out of the glove box. Any other valuables I may have into a bag that I will take and head off into the woods.
But I don't see any reason that you have to be obvious about it. She gets back in the car, closes the door,
See you in a bit.
and bends down,
Oh,
and in a moment,
I like go over to the car.
you see a flopsy-eared rabbit just waiting.
Pick it up so you can ride in my bag, or and I like gesture towards the ground if you'd rather.
She
walk.
hops down off the... off. These are the woods.
Yeah, exactly. All right. We walk
She
and hop off.
Goes just right to the tree line. Just sprinting her way down there.
Nice. I will follow her and trying to look for any like markings on trees that look like they've been gouged by some super strong thing, or more subtle marks.
Once you get to the tree line, you look down and you see that there's a brooch.
Pick it up.
It's a silver lion.
Does it mean anything to me? Is there some sort of like
I don't know how much politics do you have at this point.
goose egg? So it means nothing.
You
it's
know
a
that
silver lion.
You know that the Duke has been seen wearing a brooch that matches this description.
All right. Let's follow the breadcrumbs.
As you proceed through the woods, you notice that occasionally there's more of those very deep footprints, but they're closer together now. Obviously, it's hard to like go leaps and bounds when you're moving through dense trees.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you feel the brush of Kyoko knocking against your leg. This is the kind of place where you go 3 meters in one direction and you could lose whoever you were with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm not going to get out of sight of her, and I'll call out if I'm going to stop and look at something.
All right, perception survival, please.
Boop, boop.
Survival's in the middle.
Yep, I got that. I have a dot. One.
As you make your way through the woods themselves, after about 5 minutes, you see a cabin. The cabin is sitting just on top of a hilltop, kind of away from the rain, where the rain would be falling if there was rain.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Mercedes-Benz parked just outside the shed that's a few meters away from the cabin itself.
And is it like log cabin? Is it like a cottage?
It looks like a cottage.
Okay.
There's a reason the movie was called Cabin in the Woods. It's because there's a lot of cabins in woods.
Yep. I'm gonna head closer to it. I'm actually gonna try to circle around so that I approach it not from the road direction.
All right, with stealth.
That's a d20. 4, 6. Diff 6?
Yep.
Non-success.
So a failure.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're moving around the cabin, you can see that on the north side,
Mm-hmm.
there's big picture windows.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the Duke inside there with his head lolled as if he's asleep or dead. But his shoulders seem to be moving, so he's breathing. And then the curtains abruptly just close.
Oh, I know we're here. I know I'm here. I'm gonna go knock on the door.
The door opens up, and a man who looks like he's been hitting the gym every day for about 50 years opens up. He's got a grizzled beard and no hair on the top of his head and muscles for days. He's wearing a suit that looks to fit him extremely well, but it doesn't do much to hide his physique. And in French,
Mm-hmm.
what do you want?
I'm sorry to bother you. My car broke down. There's no cell signal. I thought I saw a house back here, so I thought I'd ask if I could use your house phone to call CAA.
There's no way that you saw a house from the road.
I saw something. Looked like the glint of a window. I got lucky.
Charisma subterfuge, please.
Oh, fuck.
Difficulty is 8 because no, there is no way that you would have been able to see this. Spending willpower?
Yeah.
Okay.
Difficulty 8, you said?
Yes.
1 success.
I can't help you. I don't have cell signal either. Go away.
Is there another house I could bother?
He slams the door in your face.
I yell some obscenities in French. But what a rude asshole he is.
Did you call him a collies?
I don't think you call people Callius. I mean, they're like Callius is an adjective more than a or no, I don't know, I don't know, qualifier. Anyway,
It's pretty clear that he doesn't believe you, but that
Yeah.
he also doesn't really want to. He doesn't think that you're more than some nuisance, so he's asking you to leave, and he's closing the door in your face.
I'm
The white rabbit waits for you at the tree line.
I mean, if there's like a bench or a tree stump or something, I'm gonna go sit on it. and like pull out my phone, and basically, if I'm being watched, be like, I'm gathering my thoughts, but I'm also like looking like someone who doesn't know what to do, because she's like, but I need a car to help me with my car. Look at the house. Try to see which floor was the Duke at on?
It's just a one floor.
Just a one floor
cottage.
kind of deal?
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe there's a basement, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah. I'm gonna... That's dumb.
Roll me perception. No, wits alertness, please.
One, two successes.
The curtains rustle
Yeah.
and then fall back against it. Someone's moving quickly inside the cottage. The rabbit disappears into the tree line.
Into the tree line? Okay, then I'll head out towards her.
Waiting there is Kyoko, trying as best she can to look demure while she has no clothes on.
Probably would have brought her clothes with me in my bag.
Then she
I'm used to the getup. If she didn't give me a black morph suit, then I probably would have like at
she
least.
doesn't have a morph suit with her, so
Yeah.
she just puts
Yeah.
her clothes back on.
Yeah.
If they have him in there, they're not going to come out.
Yeah. So we gotta go in. Question is whether it's guns blazing or not. He could have run into here and sought refuge. These could be innocents.
Those curtains are blackout curtains.
So they like to not be woken up at 5 a.m. by the sunlight?
Considering what we know, they may not like sunlight at all.
Was the doorway in shadow?
No, the doorway was hit by light. Whoever was standing in front of you clearly had no trouble being in sunlight.
That's a point. That's a point. I'm gonna go knock on the window where the Duke was.
Are you telling this to Kyoko or are you telling me?
I'm gonna tell her. And go do it, unless she tells me not to.
Can you spare a weapon?
Can I spare a weapon? Willpower roll, diff 7. Is that my willpower score?
Yes.
1 success. So I will hand her the 9mm.
She takes it and immediately checks it. It's clear that she knows her way around a firearm.
Cool.
Not quite as well as you, but she's definitely far more practiced than the person who goes to the range every couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cover you.
Thank you. Hopefully, I won't need to, but we'll see. And I head off. Approach the place. Again.
Okay.
If I'm not stopped, I'm gonna walk right up to the window and see if I can't, like, get an angle to see into the room at all through, like, the cracks at all.
These curtains are
like
hardcore.
installed real good.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna knock on the window.
door opens up again. The door on the
Mhm.
other side.
Mhm.
And the same guy who was out there before comes out, closes the door behind him, and starts walking towards you. I told you to get the fuck out of here.
Look, you're my only hope.
No, I'm not. And you're trespassing.
Maybe you should call the police. Maybe they can get me a CAA.
There's no cell signal.
You don't have a landline?
I'm going to snap your neck if you don't leave here immediately.
Well, that would definitely get the police here.
Roll me your manipulation and intimidation. Difficulty is 8.
I can't remember where anything is today on my character sheet. Sorry, difficulty was?
8.
1 success.
He walks up to you and he has a foot and a half on Patches.
Mhm.
Just looks down and you can hear the rumble in his chest, almost as if he's got like an engine inside him. This is hyperbole.
Yeah.
He's not a robot.
Damn.
I will hurt you. Get out now.
I'm not alone. And I know you're harboring someone.
All right. Roll initiative. $12.
Just gonna get to my combat sheet. Sorry about that.
Yep.
Okay. I've just forgotten how to get into combat. What?
Roll one
wits?
die and add your wits and
Oh,
dexterity.
that's why. I was like, I'm adding things, but I'm not. 9 plus 8 is 17.
Okay, so it's his action to declare
Mhm.
first, and then remember that we declare in reverse order,
Yep.
and then we
Yeah,
act in...
that I remember. I just couldn't remember how to do initiative.
All right, he is going to throw a haymaker directly at your head. Can you pass me the GM sheet, please? Yeah, there you go.
Fine, haymaker.
It's a punch.
Okay.
Like, real big punch.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to dodge towards the door.
So, just so that you know,
Yeah.
for a haymaker in terms of
Mm-hmm.
this, is that he's going to throw a dexterity brawl at you. His
Mhm.
difficulty is 7. It's going to cause a little bit of extra damage, and it can knock you down.
Okay.
But it's a harder difficulty for him to swing. So you're just straight dodging?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, this is a haymaker.
Cool.
Like, he's
Mhm.
really, like, coming out.
Yeah.
Luffy throws haymakers all the fucking time. I rolled 2 successes.
I rolled. Is it diff 6?
That's diff 6 for you, which
Two
makes
successes.
2 successes. So you do successfully dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you can see the inside of the GM screen if you want.
Yeah. No secrets are written. It's just stats. Easy reference stats. Cool.
So he just swings, and the speed of his fist is like, you can feel that there's weight behind it.
Mhm.
If he connects with you, it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
So you manage to duck under and
Mm.
dodge off to the side, and he turns to you. And that's round. Do you have any
Right.
social actions?
If you let my friend go, I'll go away too.
He doesn't really give a shit about that.
Yep. 18.
10.
What's it gonna do?
He's just going to try hitting you again, although this time he's straight up just going to kick you.
Okay. So I will act first.
Yes, you are going to act first.
Okay. So then I'm going to jump myself away, which means if I successfully jump away, I will be gone before he can punch me? Question mark?
Well, you guys are within melee range.
Mm-hmm.
You can't run away and then be like, haha, since I acted first, he can't punch me. He'll
Okay,
just...
so if I hopscotch jump.
If you hopscotch jump, yes.
Okay.
That would be okay.
Okay.
As long as he can't follow you.
Okay.
It's just you can't kind of be like, I walk away.
Of course,
ha
he can
ha,
fucking
fuck
follow
you.
me because he's been leaving those tracks in the ground.
If he's the one who made the tracks.
I'm just gonna defense again.
Just defense again?
Yep.
Okay.
Can't think. You defense.
2 successes.
That is Dex Athletics.
Basic punch would be a straight
2
punch.
successes.
All right. So once again, whoomph, and his kick just comes up and it's aimed right at your midsection, and you just dance away to the side.
Yeah.
He's definitely getting annoyed that all you're doing is just dancing away from this.
One more time and I'm gonna have to use lethal force. You can stop now. Round?
Oh yeah. He's not very eloquent. 8.
Total?
Yep.
12.
Okay.
It's like, that's my addition. What's he
All
doing
right.
now?
He's just straight up going to just punch you. Not anything else. He's just going to punch you.
Cool. I'm going to draw my rifle. And, dodge again, but drawing my rifle while I do so.
Okay.
One success.
1 success. So as he punches, you duck under it, and then you finger your box, and the rifle comes out.
Yep.
And he looks down at that, and there's this moment of just like, the fuck? All right, round.
This is gonna hurt. You can stop now.
13.
12.
Okay, your action.
Defense.
Straight up defense.
That's getting boring. There's gotta be something cool I can do other than shooting him. But he's gonna hurt if he does hit me.
Oh yeah, because I've never made a double entendre.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna shoot him.
Okay, you're going to shoot him?
Yep.
All right. So that you know, shooting at him when you're at this close range means that he is going to be able to try and dodge. That's okay with you?
Yep. That's still diff 9, right?
Let me just check here.
Yeah, I was going to look up the ranged combat. Wait, I have that page somewhere. I printed it. It's cantrips.
Yeah, it says it's difficulty 9. However, because he is in close with you, I'm actually going to rule that it's actually difficulty 8. It's easier to get away from a gun. Like, this is easier to dodge than if I'm far away.
Okay.
Because all you have
Good
to do
to
is
know.
just go, whoop. All right. He's going to try to disarm you. But he's not going to try and resist your shot. So, make your shot.
Oh, he acts first.
No, he... Oh, that's right. That's right, because I won initiative this round. Okay, so he's going to go for the disarm. That's a dex melee. Which is... this. This 7 doesn't count. So that's 1 success on the disarm. So that you know what a disarm is for this.
Got it in here somewhere.
Disarm. The character strikes her opponent's weapon, attempting to knock it away or force her opponents to drop it. So, if it scores more successes than your strength, what is your strength?
2.
And I said 1 success?
Yep.
So, nope.
Great.
So it's going to deal you, you roll your stamina. Because
Just
it
my
is going to
stamina?
hurt you.
No. I mean, I'm probably not wearing armor, so sure. 8
Okay.
and a 6, so.
So 2 successes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you soak the damage that's coming at you, but the gun remains in your hands. Go ahead and roll.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay, roll your damage. You have 3 threshold.
3 plus. I'm using my rifle.
Yep. He does get to soak, though. Normally he wouldn't, but he's not
Normal.
normal. There's a soak. 2 successes on the soak.
1, some successes. 2 success. Yeah, 2 successes.
Okay, so the slug hits him,
Mhm.
and you can see him,
Mhm.
and then he just looks up. There's no way he should be able to be like. It's to him. He's just like, and he grunts, and that's when another shot is fired from the tree line. There we go. 2, 3. Okay, so the second shot
Mhm.
also hits him center mass,
Mhm.
and he just.
Told you I wasn't alone. All I want is my friend back.
Roll. Initiative.
9.
Oh, 16.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to shoot him again.
Okay. He's still going to try for the gun.
Okay.
So here he goes with his disarm attempt. All right, he straight up grabs the gun,
Mhm.
and then you feel just again that immense strength, and he just like rips it out of your hands and then flings it as hard as he can into the trees. The gun goes flying. Your action is now canceled. You no longer have a gun.
Great.
But you can take a social action.
Well, 1 gun down. How many to go? Really aren't up for talking?
Another shot comes from the tree line.
Mm-hmm.
Only 1 success, but 1 success is enough to at least try. No, another bullet just thunk into his chest, and he looks up at you,
Mm-hmm.
and he just tilts his neck and cracks like.
All right.
Round.
Yep. 16.
10.
What's he doing?
He's going to try to grapple you.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to. I want to crash my way into the window. I'm just wondering if a hopscotch or some other spell would help me.
Hopscotch
It's for getting
won't
up.
help you. It's
Yeah.
for getting up. The way that you could do this, though, is by throwing yourself at the window, you could use Metamorphosis. If you
Make
use
myself bigger?
No, you can use Metamorphosis to change one aspect of the glass.
Ah, it is, instead of glass, it is sugar glass.
Yeah, you can be, instead of like tempered glass, it could just be like straight up like window pane, and then that should be easier for you to.
Yeah.
But sugar glass is probably a better choice.
Yep.
So that it doesn't cut you up.
Yep. Okay. Metamorphosis, and that would be prop.
Yep.
Yep.
Your difficulty here, because your prop is your affinity, right?
Mhm.
So your difficulty here is 5.
1 success.
That's enough to
Yeah,
change it for
yeah.
the 1 turn you needed
Yep.
to go.
Yep.
So you run forward and just smash into the glass. The following things happen in rapid succession. 1, you land on the ground and realize that the Duke is no longer in this room.
It's actually for a scene, but anyway.
Okay,
Yep.
well, for a scene.
Yeah.
It's broken.
Yep.
You're in it.
Yep.
So you look around. First, the Duke's no longer in this room. It looks like a living room, but an extremely well-appointed living room. And when I say extremely, I mean like the bar has like the nicest bottles of alcohol. The television is a projection system. This is no sort of like...
Yeah. This person's super rich.
Yeah. The second thing you notice is that your assailant steps over the windowsill, walks up to you, and he reaches forward to try to pick you up.
Do I have any means of resisting it?
No, you have spent your entire pool.
I did not realize. Okay. He's gonna pick me up. Unless he botches.
Nope, he fails.
Yeah.
So he runs up to you, and he grabs at you, and just at the last moment you roll. Kyoko will try another tactic, so she's not shooting. You can't tell what she's doing at the moment.
Okay.
Bullets don't seem to be working as well on him.
I'm spending that because metamorphosis is weird. Yes.
In this case, yes, it has to be.
Okay.
Round.
Oh.
Oh, actually, could you roll me a reflexive dexterity athletics roll to see if you stay on your feet? Difficulty is 6.
1, no successes.
Okay, so yeah, you fall.
Okay.
You're on the ground, you're prone.
Okay. Round?
Round. 7.
10.
Okay. While you're on the ground, he's going to try and he's going to rear back, and he's going to deliver a shattering kick to your skull.
Ouch. I'm going to attempt to dodge that.
And thus roll to a
Towards
standing position.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Nobody's taken any damage yet.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
How unexciting.
I have 2 successes.
2 successes.
So he leans back, and then when his foot hits the rug, just boom, and he tears the rug as it comes up. This would have hurt, but you managed to spring to a standing position, and then Kyoko runs up, and she just jumps with both feet in the air pointed directly at him. Okay, so she jumps up and just boom, like hits him in the back, and he is driven forward, and he falls on the ground as she lands on the ground next to you. From underneath, you hear very, very carefully the sound of a hum, a very low, deep hum. It sounds like a capacitor charging up
Like from underneath him?
from underneath the
Or
floor.
like, okay.
Go.
Don't have my gun. Don't have my other gun. I need to roll initiative, and then I can keep thinking.
Kyoko floats the gun to you.
Okay. So that's 16 initiative.
Okay, so you are first, Kyoko is second, and this guy is third. He's using his action to dodge and get up from the ground. Kyoko's action is to toss the gun in such a way that you can catch it easily. And then in doing so, she's preparing a bunk. Go.
Cool. Right, I'm going to shoot him. Catch it. Can I catch it and shoot him in the same turn?
Yeah. Because that's cool.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, yikes.
1, 2, 3 successes.
Oh, all right.
Oh wait,
It's like, I see
4
two.
successes. No, 3 successes. I can't math.
Yeah, 3 successes.
Yeah, 3 successes.
What's your dexterity specialty?
Steady hand.
No, not in this case. Okay, so roll your damage, please. And he's going to roll his soak. Remember that this is a pistol, so it's not your...
Oh, right.
It's
Thank
not your
you.
rifle.
Any threshold successes?
Yeah, you have
2?
2 threshold successes.
Okay, so that's 4, 5, 6. I'm confused now. Yeah.
Slow motion is a spell, the crosshair. It's Chronos. Or Quicksilver, depending on your way of looking at it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
All right, so you finally managed to make something connect. The bullet enters his right cheek, and you see that it goes through, shattering teeth along the way, and then exits out of his neck.
Do they seem to be particularly sharp teeth?
No,
Okay.
not that you have noticed.
Okay.
So he pulls himself up to a sitting position, and the capacitor now underneath you is whining. It's almost fully charged. Round.
Nine.
Okay. He rolled an 8,
Okay.
and Kyoko rolled a 16. So
What's he doing?
he's going to try to grapple Kyoko. Kyoko's bunking. She hasn't cast anything yet.
Okay, my clip. I have. Ooh, how many rounds had she fired? 2? Or 3?
She fired 3 rounds at him.
I have fired 4. Okay.
You fired 1.
1. Yes, I mean that means totals 4. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Great. Let me just.
Kyoko's
stick this
going
somewhere. I'm not gonna
to
lose
finish casting her cantrip, but it isn't immediately apparent what she's casting.
it. So he's going to hit her. Yeah, I'm just gonna take him out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
It hits him. 3
3 plus 4. 1, 2. That was a 6. 3, 4, 5 successes.
Okay. So this is now the 1, 2, 3. This is I think the 5th shot that's going into him. You know the rules. Double tap, and then just the top half of his skull plate just, and brains everywhere in the room.
Self-defense. He attacked me first. I yelled to the room at large.
The room doesn't answer you
No.
because Tommy Wiseau is busy making other things happen.
Yep. I'd like to go investigate the source of this. She hasn't been hit, has she?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm going to reload.
I'm never coming back. And she runs out of the house.
Well, if you can steal my rifle while you're at it.
And then she comes back.
I'm gonna swap with her.
Fire. Someone. You need to change your ammunition.
I will do my best to do that. I mean, lightning is fiery. Do I have a fire setting? I'll keep it in my mind.
Well, hey, as long as you're diving through glass.
And I'm going to start methodically searching the place, slicing the pie and all of that.
All right. Roll me your wits alertness, please.
One, two, three, 4 successes.
Okay. The top floor, or the ground floor, is currently empty. However, there are 2 staircases that lead downstairs.
I'm going to turn on the stove. Is it gas or electric?
Stove is natural gas. So
And
gas stove.
I'm going to light a cigarette in the gas stove. And head down whichever staircase is closest. I'm gonna, like, look at Kyoko and sort of nod my head towards the other staircase.
Change your ammunition. And then she heads down.
Fucking Buka. I am going to head downstairs. Like, I'm gonna flick the switch on my gun, see if it changes ammunitions.
I mean, it has the grappling hook,
Yeah.
and it has the other thing, so
Yep.
the gun itself does not have a way of changing ammunition.
Cool. Then, regular fire it is.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to roll me your intelligence, Greymare. Two successes. You have a way of changing your ammunition. You've done it once before already this session.
Reload my gun. Use magic. Metamorphosis. I only have 1 dot of glamour left.
Ah. Okay. You don't have to do it.
Okay.
That's what she was trying to tell you.
Well, if I need to, I will. But, like, I've been running on empty for, like, ever. So I will keep that in mind. Thank you. So I'm gonna do my best to quietly go down the stairs.
Okay.
Stealth dex.
That is... Sure, dex stealth.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. You make it to the bottom of the stairs and there's a door. The whine of the capacitor is now quiet.
I'm gonna try to test the handle very slowly.
Okay. The handle is unlocked. There doesn't seem to be a door. It doesn't make any noise. It's whisper quiet.
I'm going to crouch and then give it a like quick hit so that it'll like fly open.
Okay. I mean, you're holding your rifle, so you can use your foot.
Yeah, give it a kick.
So you kick the door, and as you do so, I should point out that the top of the stairwell does not point out towards a window, so you're not getting any sunlight coming down here. But as you kick the door open, you see inside that there are 4 immaculately dressed. Sorry, no, 3. You got the 4th. 3 immaculately dressed, quite pale people who are standing looking down at the Duke, who currently has an alligator clip attached to his wrists, both of his wrists. He still seems to be unconscious. And they turn and they look at you. You're not the one we expected.
You've been found out. We are here to retrieve him. We'll use lethal force if necessary. We've already taken out your rather brutish guard.
You are not who we expected.
I'd like to do this politely, but he didn't seem interested in talking.
Where is Sophia?
Yeah, I'm definitely not who you expected. I'm not Sophia.
Where is she?
No, there are like thousands of Sophias.
Sit down. Get her a drink. They seem like utterly uninterested.
I like
in your
sit on
rifle.
the foot of the stairs with my rifle pointed at them.
And one of them goes over and pours a glass of water and walks over and hands it to you.
I like look at it and let him like set it down because I'm not going to take it.
He sets it down.
So,
Oh boy.
why exactly are you
Thanks.
playing Kinky Fun Times? I mean, I know he's into that, but the 3 of you, I didn't know he was into that much.
You're responsible for killing one of my associates.
He attacked me. I told him I'd use lethal force.
Not him. In Quebec City, one of our
Jacques?
associates. That's right.
He was also killing people. And I know that's what you do, but unfortunately it was right under our noses.
He wasn't killing anybody.
Strange, people were disappearing.
Disappearing is something that I can't help. Killing, however, is something we don't do.
Unfortunately, didn't seem capable of communicating that. And he seemed intent on some form of damage towards us. How were we to know if he would suddenly become a nice guy before we died?
I thought you said that they knew what they were talking about. And the other one says, I thought she was going to look different. You're not a negotiator, you're a soldier.
Yep.
Well, you're outgunned here. So, if I might suggest,
I did say we.
I don't care. Honestly, look, my name is Chantal Deveux.
Pleased to meet you.
Roll me intelligence streetwise. Do you have any streetwise?
Yeah, I do. I
Alright.
got that.
Go for it.
And hold that. Non-success.
Your name doesn't
yeah.
ring a bell.
Are you willing to tell me why you have my friend hooked up to that? And
That's to keep him complacent. So far, he hasn't woken up yet, so he's in no danger.
Strange, I heard it fired up.
Yes, I have to charge the batteries at some point. Don't come in here speaking as if you have all the cards. You have none. You've managed to kill one person. Someone easily replaced.
So? Do you have anything to say for the fact that you've got him
Where's Sophia?
not here?
Would she come for you?
Probably not.
Then you're of no use to me alive. Kill her.
Great, I'm going to head up the stairs.
So, as you start
Mhm.
heading up the stairs, you hear the two people behind you reach into their jackets and they pull out pistols.
Mm-hmm. My plan is get into the daylight of the room that I smashed into.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you run up the stairs.
Great.
You hear them starting to come up the stairs, but they're not running. They're moving slowly.
Yep, I'm gonna... I'm gonna crouch behind like an ostentatious wardrobe or whatever the fuck is in the living room, such that you'd have to be standing in the sunlight to see me.
Okay. As you do so, those two people move forward and easily step into the sunlight.
Cool.
Listen, we can make a deal.
And what's that deal?
You bring us Sophia and we'll call the debt off.
The debt? What debt?
You took one of us?
He attacked us.
That's not what we hear.
Also, there was a tribe of fucking werewolves that also showed up and tried to kill him at the same goddamn time.
We'll deal with the ferals another way.
And so why do you have him?
Because we want Sophia.
She doesn't give a shit about him.
Then we have bad intelligence, don't we?
Yeah?
Now, I have no real wish to kill you.
Nor are you.
All right. My name's Marc-Andre.
Pleased to meet you.
No. Don't insult me that way. Just listen. We want Sophia and we want her here.
So that you can hook her up to that?
Oh, we're going to
She's
kill
not
her.
into...
We're going to kill her.
Oh,
But no one
cool.
else needs to die.
That's an interesting way of working.
So either we'll go and kill her ourselves and
Mhm.
anybody who gets in our way,
Mm-hmm.
or you get her here.
Okay. Cool.
What's it going to be?
Do I get to take the Mr. downstairs with me?
Yes, of course.
Alive?
As soon as Sophia gets here. But there's a time limit on this.
I want to do perception socialize to know, like, I'm trying to sense, like, whether or not it's true that literally all I want is an eye for an eye.
Perception, empathy would be your...
Empathy does not exist, so just roll my straight perception. 1 success.
He definitely doesn't want to get shot.
Cool. I would like to roll initiative, because I would like to shoot him.
All right.
16.
Okay, so the bad guys are operating at 11. Both of them.
What are they gonna do?
They don't know what's coming.
Great.
So they default to dodging.
Sorry, I had to come down to this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes.
Okay.
How many threshold? Oh, he has
They're
to roll
gonna
his
try to
defense.
dodge?
Yeah.
Okay. You have 2 threshold successes. Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. No ones. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. When you fire, the lightning courses through his body so quickly that his hair and his clothing burst into flame. He is fucking dead. One shot.
I'm really tiring of picking you guys off one by one.
You hear a door get kicked in below you. Roll your initiative.
10.
Okay. 9. He's going to shoot you.
Okay.
He's holding a revolver.
Classic.
And your action?
I'm gonna shoot him. Just fuck it.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
4 successes?
Yep.
Alright, roll. That's 3 threshold.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 3 is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Okay, he rolls 3 to soak, so you see that the lightning just causes those. Are you aware of what lightning scars look like?
Yeah.
So they come up a little bit onto his chin, and he just levels his revolver, aims, and squeezes the trigger. 2, 3, so. Okay, here comes the pain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I can roll my soak.
6. You can't soak lethal damage.
Oh.
Unless,
And what I'm doing
unless
is...
it is chimerical.
Okay. Okay.
If you called upon the weird, you could.
Mm-hmm.
Take 6 lethal damage.
All right, I'm crippled. And that's real?
That's real damage. So, you feel the bullet.
Mm-hmm.
It shatters your sternum and just goes through your lung and then sits. The bullet not having nearly enough exit force to leave, and it tumbles down. Roll me your stamina, please. Okay, you stay awake.
Is initiative affected by...
Yes, it is.
Okay.
If you spend a willpower to ignore wound penalties, it lasts the round.
Okay.
So you can choose to spend it now or later, but...
I'll spend it.
Okay.
16.
7.
What's he gonna do?
He's going to finish the job.
Dodge a bullet. Kill him first.
Your chances of dodging a bullet at this point are not great.
Exactly. Or, I guess I could GTFO. Can I spend another willpower?
No. You can spell 1 willpower around. That's it. This is a pretty important decision. I'll let you take your time.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide whether I jump out of there or whether I try to kill him. Either way, a failure probably means death. B3, 5. 1 success on 5 dice versus 1 success on 8 dice. Now I need several successes and I need to get through the soak. I have no glamour. I can't.
Unleash isn't an
I
option.
can't unleash. I only have 1 glamour. I can never unleash when I need to. Jump it is.
Okay.
I get at least 1 success. I will jump as far away at a diagonal that I'm not directly at his line of sight.
So you're jumping
Up,
right
up
into
into the
line.
tree trunks, yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Does that increase his difficulty to
Oh,
shoot
yes,
me?
it does.
Okay, good.
Okay. 7, 6, 4, 1.
2 successes?
His difficulty to hit you, because you have increased the distance, was 7. You leap out.
Mhm.
It takes every ounce of your concentration in order to push yourself off. And as you are cresting the tops of the trees, the bullet whizzes by, catches your choker, and cuts it off. But your skin remains intact, and you land in the trees.
I guess round? Like, is he
That's
pursuing me?
right. But you're not in combat any longer.
Okay. I'm watching him. I'm watching the window.
Now, technically, you still have your rifle. You can shoot back. You're now hidden in the trees.
Mhm.
Firing will give your position away,
Yep.
so it's your choice.
I'm watching.
Okay. The person rushes to the edge, holding up their pistol and just peering away, and then turns back. I lost her.
Kyoko's still in there. I'm going to shoot at him. Spend another willpower.
Okay. She's at -5.
Four.
-6 health levels, but -5 wound penalty.
4. 1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay, that's a hit.
Threshold is
2.
2. 4, 5,
Soak
6,
just while you're doing that.
10.
2, 4, and 4. No successes on the soak.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
The smell of ozone hits your nose as every oxygen molecule just gets electrified as you pulse it through, and then the after image of your mind as you see this light just flare up in it is this other person, just their body in rictus, and then down on the ground.
I'm going to slowly and carefully try to make my way to a slightly different position.
A different position?
Yeah.
So just
Just
so
so
that
that I'm
someone
not where.
sees you.
Yeah. Tries to extrapolate the angle.
Yeah, you got just enough for that
Yeah.
one. 9, that was overkill. That guy
Yeah.
just exploded.
Yeah.
Okay, as you start creeping along in the woods, you hear you hear just this horrific crunching sound. And then you hear just this panicked shriek of, "Hide us!" And then, coming from the ground, mist just starts billowing up and up and up.
Everywhere or just in a specific spot?
This entire clearing. Your visibility is cut.
Okay. I'm going to sit and listen.
It's very quiet.
Sorry, everyone.
And then you hear a scraping sound. And then you see, just lying down against a tree about 5 meters away from you, Kyoko dumps the Duke from her shoulders onto the ground, and then she takes a knee and then just falls over his body.
I'm gonna close the rifle into its box format and get up to them, check her pulse.
So when you arrive, it looks like Kyoko's arms are just dangling dead. Both of them are dislocated. It's unclear how she managed to get the Duke on her shoulders. The Duke himself seems like he's okay. And he's passed out. He's still passed out, but he doesn't show any wounds on his body. Kyoko at this point now is also just completely, passed out as well.
I'm Would I be able to use gimmicks to pull them
Yes.
for more than a round? Because it's for one strong, forceful action.
Let me call up gimmicks for you.
If it's for precision, it's the number of successes determines the number of successes. It's within 207, 208.
Yeah, I've got it. So, with gimmicks... Snare, poach, effigy, clown. There we are.
Because I can't search both of them.
It's a weird cantrip. You wouldn't be able to... you would be able to drag one of them out. But probably for not very long. Not with only one glamour. If you could activate the time realm, then you might have a chance, but you don't.
I'm going to...
And that's when you hear footsteps.
approaching from the house.
From the house, yes. You aren't wise to hide the sun from me. Step, step, moving closer and closer.
I'm gonna do my best to hold my breath.
All right. You are pretty hurt,
Yep.
so this is going to be a stamina stealth action.
And do I have my -5?
Oh yeah. You will always have that until you don't, or you spend willpower.
I need it. So sorry, does -5 take away from what? Either way, like
-5 is the number of dice that you roll.
Oh, then 0. So I have no dice to
So
roll.
roll 1 die.
3.
Okay. And then you see one figure start to approach the two who are down there. Did you? No, you.
Yeah, I
climbed
approached
down.
them.
So you're behind the tree, or are you like?
I'm close enough to them. I might have tried to back away a little. But I was doing my best to stay still.
There you are. Steps forward, and then reaches down, and are you okay? So are you hiding from the two like Kyoko and the Duke?
Well, not. I would have backed away so that
You would
he would
immediately,
either
okay.
see me or him,
Okay.
like or them.
So she reaches down and just picks both of them up. She is showing very elongated incisors.
How can I make this work? There are 2 of them.
If you fire your lightning gun at her,
Mm-hmm.
you risk hurting the other 2.
Mm-hmm.
The Duke looks like he'd probably be able to take a shot. Kyoko, not so much. Right now, the fog is high enough that it's covering, and so the sun isn't getting through.
Great. That's not fucking good. Growing him will not be great long term. As much as it may get in the sun.
It's okay, take your time for a second. You still have 1 point of glamour left.
Yeah, so I could try to grow him so that he's tall enough to clear the mists. I could try to...
Her, it's a
her. Sorry. Her so she's clear of the mists. I can try to use smoke and mirrors to make it seem like there's sunlight, but that's not actually going to hurt her. It's just going to like...
So, affecting her,
Yeah.
do you have Actor 4?
No.
So, you
I
would have to
can't.
spend an
Okay.
extra point of glamour
Which
to
I
affect
don't
her
have.
directly.
Okay. I only have Actor 3.
But I'll say that if you come up with something relatively ingenious, there's a chance it'll work.
Mm-hmm.
She reaches down and she starts pulling the Duke towards her. And just... And his body instantly relaxes even more. And she starts to pull blood. Kyoko's head rolls.
Smoke and mirrors isn't about the person who's witnessing it. It's about what you're affecting, like
Okay.
visually.
Yep.
But I don't like have. I mean, I have 2 dots of nature.
What are you trying to do?
I don't know.
Kyoko's eyes roll back as her head just lifts up a little bit.
I'm
She looks at the rifle.
gonna morph the rifle into fire.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend the willpower to be able to actually, like, not suck this round. So, I'm ignoring my wound penalty.
Okay.
Metamorphosis prop.
Can I ask, what's your Unseelie and Seelie legacy?
Unseelie is knave, Seelie is crafter.
Okay.
Don't shadow people from the harsh truths of reality.
It's 2 successes.
1.
Oh, 1 success. Well, that's enough for a scene.
Yep.
Okay. Round.
Oh. Right.
She starts to turn and starts walking back towards the house. So she has her back to you.
I don't have any more willpower. I was thinking I could do both in 1 round. I obviously can't. Oh well. I'm shooting her. 2 successes. Nope, that's the wrong math. I only have 3 dice, not 5. 2 successes.
I need to do some very quick calculations for a second here.
Mm-hmm.
Could you roll your damage, please?
Threshold?
1 success. You needed the 1 to hit her.
Okay, so 1 threshold.
1 threshold success. So it's damage plus 1.
Do I remove
Not
Not
no,
damage?
Not
Okay.
for damage rolls. Or soak rolls, for what it's worth.
8, 9.
Holy fuck.
1, 2.
Okay. 2. Alright, I'm making a roll here. This is not a soak roll. Okay. So, Patches, it's hard to even hold the rifle in place. Your shoulder is killing you and you can't breathe properly. But when you fire the trigger, or when you pull the trigger, instead of electricity coming out, it's a jet of very fine, focused flame. And it strikes Chantal in the back, and she tilts her head up, and she screams. She drops Kyoko and the Duke and starts running as fast as she can. Past the house, past the trees, past the fog. And as soon as she passes the fog, her scream takes on of slightly different tone. It takes about 7 seconds, and then it's cut short. Oh.
Well, they're gonna kill Sophia for killing one of them. I wonder how they're gonna kill me 5 times. 4 times. I check my phone and expect it to still have no signal.
It still has no signal. I found something. She reaches into her pocket and she... Oh no, she can't.
Nope.
It's in my right pocket.
I take it, reach into her pocket,
It's a phone.
and it has signal?
No,
No.
but it's unlocked.
I look through it.
Check its text messages.
Check the text messages.
And you see that in the text messages, that there's one message that says the highway number that you were just on and an exit number.
Is it one of the exits really close?
It's fairly close, yes.
But it's not like the... It's not
It's not the one that
to
you...
get here, in theory. I mean, it could be. When was it sent?
Last night. Late.
Is it to a number I recognize?
Well, these days people don't really remember phone
I'm
numbers.
gonna check and see if it's to the Duke's number.
No,
Okay.
but it is to Jonas's.
That's it? That's the only communication to that number? If I scroll up through the previous text messages?
That's the only communication from that number.
If he wakes up.
He's breathing.
Take her arm.
This is gonna suck, isn't it?
Twice.
Hey, I can't convince you to not do this, can I?
Well, I could die. I could lie here and potentially bleed out and wait for an angel to float down from the sky and find us in the middle of nowhere with no cell signal.
Okay. Just make it... When you tell Braum later, just tell him that
He doesn't have to know. Unless you want him to know what a badass you were.
Oh god, I want him to know what a badass I was.
Alright. You're going to twist that way.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
And so she twists, you pull, and for just this agonizing second, there's this liquid And then Kyoko just...
Yeah, that's gonna be like sore and bruised and probably torn ligaments. Not quite ligaments, muscles. It's gonna suck.
She pulls at her sleeve, the other sleeve, and just rips it. And it's not clean, right? They're never clean. Not
No.
like the movies. She ends up tearing half her shirt off.
Yeah.
And just reaches forward, and she looks in your eyes. And she just stuffs it directly into your wound. Like twisting it and pushing it.
I deserve that.
We can curse each other out later.
Round 2. Grab her other arm. 3,
2.
1.
And she just grits and grits. And then stands up. Okay. Okay, I have to get both of you out of here.
I can walk.
Not with -5, you can't.
Really?
No.
Okay.
You can
I can crawl.
crawl at like 1 meter per
And he's
10
passed
seconds.
out. And her arms are busted. So,
No. No, we're gonna do this, okay?
go over to the Duke.
How much... how easy is it for you to manipulate the stuff of dreams?
Translation?
She's asking how much fae you have in Realm.
3.
Okay.
I communicate that in a clear sense. I can affect our kind. I can affect dragons.
It's about 10 minutes if we were walking.
Yeah.
So, here's what I'm gonna do. You can see the house from here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get some water and I'm gonna get some bandages. And I'm gonna come back and we're gonna get to the car.
Yeah.
Patches,
I'm sorry for dragging you into something so lethal.
I'm just sorry that I didn't even get the last hit on anybody. You fucking kill stealer. And she just starts dragging herself forward and then I
Done
softened
good.
her up for you.
You did. But don't go into a gunfight next to a sniper and expect to be the best.
You kidding? I drop kicked that guy. Okay.
I'll keep my eye on you.
We could really use someone like you in the branch.
Ugh.
She steps forward, and then as she goes into the house, you notice that the Duke has 2 tiny little puncture wounds on his neck.
Can I think without a penalty?
Depends. What are you trying to do?
Intelligence Graymere to be like, is he going to turn into a vampire?
No, you can't think without a penalty. Probably not.
Cool.
Kyoko stumbles back and she's brought lengths of sheet. And then she starts slipping some underneath you and then ties the sheet so that you get wrenched up, but you're basically tied to her.
Oh.
One step at a time. We're gonna make it out of here. We're gonna have to both carry him. Because I can't support his weight.
I want to, like, slap his fucking face.
He's lost a lot of blood.
If there are extra sheets, I'd like to roll them onto a sheet so that we can, like, drag him a little more effectively.
Okay, but you gotta promise me that you don't tell him that we dragged him through the woods. We carried him as befitting a member of...
He's gonna know that we fucking dragged him while we were near death. He's gonna know how hard we worked for this.
I'm not used to that.
And that's why you are the lady, Kyoko, and I am but a lowly commoner who doesn't give a fuck about such pomp and circumstance when it comes to the truth.
Yeah, you're so much better than us.
No, I'm not.
I know. Let's go.
Yep.
The drive back is horrendous. Every bump along a poorly maintained Quebec road just reverberating in your lungs. Kyoko drives, although she doesn't do much better and tends to slow down very much when there are curves so that she can gradually get the car's wheel over. But you do manage to make it back to the freehold. Or what's left of it. That's the way that Kate decided to outdo Scott. Scott had to succeed one roll to survive. Kate had to succeed 3. And one of which was a roll outside her control, and another that she had to make at a -5 penalty. I took almost every resource from you.
Yeah.
But she came out.
Yeah. Because he didn't roll one more success on that one hit.
I honestly thought she might have been a goner too, weirdness. I was not sure what was happening. But that is 3 up, 3 down. A couple of new things have happened. Sophia has suffered damage for the first time ever.
Oh shit.
Braum returns to the freehold with somebody in tow. And Patches manages to take down a Ventru and 3 ghouls all by herself. Not really, but almost. So we know who's going to win play of the game this time around. But we do have several drinks on the counter, and we have to figure out exactly what that play of the game is. That's on Fancy Corner in just a moment. Does Kate need a drink?
Yeah, but I'll get one after. When it's so hot that your drink sweats and sticks itself to the coaster just long enough to pick it up off the table.
It's hard to whisper on your phone. That's fine. Let's get this set up. Oh, Sophia's play of the game is still up. Let's kill that. Boop. No, I need you to remove... Yeah, remove all. There we go. Can't let Kate see that. Let's see. So, Kate, what did you learn this time around?
One-shot kills are totally a thing. For or against me. I don't think I quite anticipated that being quite possible without, like, really bad luck. I mean, it looked like you rolled a lot of successes on that roll.
Which roll?
The one that gave me 6 health levels of damage.
Yeah, well, I didn't expect to roll 6 successes on 6 dice.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Happens. It's possible. Thankfully, dice don't explode without very specific conditions.
Erwin, I've got the list. It's okay. Okay, there it is. Your play of the game is announced. Un bal, un mort, 1 shot, 1 kill. Vampire, or, Vampire wins, no, more like Patches wins against Vampire, Fatality, and then Toasty. And Wuxia Patches leaps into the trees and then turns around for the boom.
Yeah.
That's there, so you can make your vote there. Yeah, it's not Vampire wins, it's Patches wins, but Patches wins versus Vampire. You can vote there, vote now.
You've got
When I played
one
Jihad
shot.
for the first time, I was borrowing a friend's deck. 1 card gave a clan a boost, but I was playing Ventry. My friend reminded me it's spelled Ventry, but it's pronounced Tremere. But, I mean, Jihad is Vampire the Eternal Struggle.
Yep.
It's 4 drinks.
I'm gonna go with swearing.
Ah. So Kate goes with swearing. We'll see if that ends up being the answer.
Because I have other thoughts, but...
No.
Nope.
I think that it's when Kate mouths something into the camera. No.
Pulling my hair back or something.
This was one of the hardest things to track. When Patches interrupts or doesn't let it,
I love
which
it.
is all the fucking time sometimes. Oh, the ultimate Kateism. Yeah. Kate doesn't put up with any shit, just
I'm
ever.
like, no. I'm done. Let's go.
Just doesn't. Well, we have our votes, and that's 1 shot, 1 kill. Patches explodes a ghoul with 9 successes on her rifle. That is today's play of the game, and it goes to you. Surprise.
Kel Sesh. Kel Fudgin Sesh.
Now, can you imagine how it would have been if, like, Sophia was running around at the same time?
Burnate in the countryside.
So thank you, the Crosshair. We appreciate your service. I will
return you to
I will return you. I will pull back on that.
commoner status.
Yeah. Can you even do that?
There's a way to do it. It might
I
be a
might
little
have to
more
refresh
complicated.
this.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, folks.
Yeah. Honestly, like, it's pretty cool to see people. But that's 3 people.
3 people.
That's 3 people up, 3 people down. And that means that we can actually reunite you, because you are, in fact, all coming back to the same location.
Yeah, I'll probably, like, right next to fucking death if I have any guess based on the, like, screams I heard down the hallway. Or maybe they all had awesome sex and I just had a combat session.
Please do not split the party again. I can't handle the stress.
Right?
Thoughts on that?
I had backup. If I didn't have Kyoko, I'd have been fucked.
But if you didn't have Kyoko, would you have gone in?
I might have, but I probably would have run.
Well, tomorrow we may have Punchy.
Yes, I do believe
The-
Punchy is being planned to happen.
Okay, so Punchy is in play, and if not, we will be able to cover for that. But you'll be able to see that. Just check the Twitters, because that's a good thing to do. And the Steel Stream is up. Kate's worried voice makes me want to cry. Saturday.
I think we'll do a story Saturday, but I haven't actually talked to Liz about it. So stay tuned to Twitter, but for now, assume something will happen.
So I have run 3 sessions this week.
Yep.
Do you think I should take a break?
Fuck no. Run a session on Sunday.
6 p.m. Eastern, right here. We won't start it late because I won't have an audition
Right.
that goes really late right before the session, so that I have to run in. So that's this Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I want to encourage all of you to just ride the train, ride the wave. Our players are still on lockdown. They don't know what happened. They will find out in-game. So I will ask that if you want to discuss what happened in any of these sessions, that you do so on rpgclinic.com.
I'm not supposed to watch the other archives?
Not before Sunday.
Oh, do they know that?
Yes, they do.
Okay. 'Cause
Scott has to do the synopses, so he
totally, when I was last speaking to Liz about it, we were like, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
might. Oh, well,
So-
I mean, you can, I suppose. You know what? Fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
Do it. Just act surprised when you're in game.
Yes.
So you can discuss it now. You are the gloves are off, and in fact, you can discuss it. The VODs will be up, and because
Yeah.
the VODs will up, people will get a chance to watch. But if they don't, they can always just come back. And
Yeah, we'll catch
have a
each
look.
other up.
But they will catch each other up in character. They have
Yeah.
to. These 3 have been through a lot. I wonder which one has been through the most.
We'll find out.
We'll see. At any rate, we have to thank our temporary Jade Sword holder, the Crosshair, and of course both of our mods, She Who Knows 10,000 Things and Echoes Through Song. Thank you so much for all of this. We appreciate it. We'll see you on Sunday, but I know that I at least fulfilled my end of the bargain. I said the world would change. And it did 3 times. Up and to the right, folks. We'll see you on Sunday.
Don't get shot.